Hey guys, Alex
And Yuliia.
from the Curtis Marriage Agency. So today we wanted to talk about marriage, COVID, and how do you do it? Because it was a little complicated for us.
It's so different from the usual way to do it.
It is. So let's get right into it. So we got married in April of this year. So 1 month, maybe 6 weeks after the country shut down the first time for the coronavirus quarantine. And what we found is we had to be a little creative. So
Guys, not a little.
first we had to get a hold of somebody on the phone. That was the biggest thing. And luckily here in Kentucky, the county clerk, the one that does that, I was able to get her email address from her and email her. So she was able to answer me via email and explain to me that while they were not doing it, another county close to us was. And she gave me the name and number of the person to talk to, as well as the email, and I was able to get a hold of them and make arrangements for us to go get our marriage license so we could get married. And we had to travel. If it would have been any other year besides the coronavirus year, we would have been able to drive 10 minutes, get the paperwork, and then be done. But because we had to go to another county, it was an hour, maybe an hour and 10-minute drive to get there. And when we got there, we walked right in, presented our documents, got the marriage license, signed that day, and then away we went. But what we found out was that at first it all seemed kind of hopeless, because we were like, everything's shut down, nobody's doing anything. And then through luck and a little bit of effort, we were able to figure out the problem. Because had we waited for our courthouse to open, they didn't open up until like August. So we were able to use another county's courthouse, get our marriage certificate, and then get married. And we were lucky that we had a family friend that was also a minister, and he came up graciously at the very last minute, almost. Because it was all very quick for us to get married. Because our marriage certificate, the one that we were given, was only valid for 30 days. So we had to get married within 30 days of getting the marriage certificate. The marriage license. So after we got married and sent in the paperwork, we then received an official marriage certificate stating that this young lady and this old guy got married.
He's not.
So I guess the whole point of this is that there are ways to do it. You have to understand that maybe the resources in your town are not available, but there are resources. And we all know that if you love somebody and you truly want to figure this thing out, there are ways to do it. And but if I can offer one word of advice, it is to be civil and to be nice when you talk to these individuals, because they're also going through the same thing that you're going through with the coronavirus. And yeah, I never had a dog that small, nor have I had a dog that wore a sweater all day long.
This dog traveled all around the world to come to America, guys.
Yeah.
I don't have, I would like to add some.
I am. I'm just babbling.
Yeah,
So.
great. Guys, I would like to add some information for those who are going to marriage during COVID period, that because all girls who came here by fiancé visa, K1 visa, yes, K1 visa, they have to marry within 90 days, so it's basically 3 months. So if you will be waiting when your clerk or whatever will be able to get you, your date can be expired and you will be sent it back to Ukraine. I don't know what it will be, but don't wait and don't hesitate. Just try to get somebody because you are limited on the time, right?
Yeah, and I would say if you're able to communicate with them via email, do that, because then you have record of you trying to get this done. Because I know sometimes there are circumstances where you cannot get it done within the first 90 days because of the coronavirus, and stuff is just shut down. So my best advice would be, if you can email the person. That way you have a record of your effort. But don't let the first no stop you, because we were told no once, and then I asked the question to our county clerk. Okay, if you're not doing it, who is? Obviously there's somebody doing it. And we found out that the city of Louisville was doing it, but they were only doing it for residents of that county, and I was unable to get one through there. So we were able to use a adjoining county and their county clerk to get our documents done. And then we sent everything back into that county, and then that county sent it to our county, and then our county sent us our actual document. So it kind of went the long way, but we were able to get it done. But your county, your place of residence has resources for you. Life does continue during the coronavirus quarantine and lockdowns, but you have to be creative and do not let the first no stop you. And if you do bypass the 90-day mark and you have been in contact with the officials trying to get this sorted out,
who knows what it will be?
Who knows? But I think it'll look better on your case, because, I mean, ultimately, you know, everybody's at the whims of where they live. But if you do your due diligence, communicate, and try to solve the problem that you and your fiance are facing, you can get it done. We did.
We did, guys.
We did, and then we got married. And believe it or not, it's coming up upon their 1-year anniversary here in the USA. So
yeah, it will be soon, guys. Here,
all things are possible.
On the top, you can see when you click its reminder, and you can see how our wedding day was, how it looked like. So we had a small wedding ceremony with just our parents, relatives, and by the way, guys, what I figured out that some states require to have witnesses.
Yes.
From his side and from my side. Our state didn't, so we had basically a person who was officially able to marry us and our relatives. That's all. It was like 10 minutes, and we are wife and husband.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah.
Oh no. So anyway.
Okay, guys.
Take care. Be safe.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Because like this, you will get all notifications, and you would know when our next video will be, so you will not miss anything.
And a thumb up.
For sure. Have a good day, guys.
Ciao.